the like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks. Audemars Piguet wristwatch. The first item worth highlighting in King Von's collection was his Audemars Piguet wristwatch, a signature flex that this rapper could not go without. It cost King Von $105,000 to add this beauty to his collection, a chunk of change worth as much as a house for many folks. From an aesthetic point of view, this style is somewhere between steampunk and high society. The face of the watch has no numbers at all, but instead the Audemars Piguet surrounds itself with a rim of notches that indicate the time, a big notch indicating each hour, and 4 small notches in between to indicate 20-minute intervals. While it probably takes a little while to be able to tell the time accurately, for $105,000, it is definitely worth learning. The face of the watch is loaded with gold and silver cogs that show off its inner workings, each tick causing a slight shift in the overall aesthetic. The minute and hour hands, which are the only other moving parts on the wristwatch's face, are made out of a combination of platinum and silver. The covering surrounding the face of the wristwatch is decked out in gorgeous white diamonds, which not only cover the platinum surrounding the face of the watch, but the chain link strap of the piece as well. Until you see one of these in person, you cannot even begin to imagine the way it shines. Oblak chain. The piece that King Von was most known for by his fans was undoubtedly his Oblak chain, a piece he had custom made by Icebox for a whopping $200,000. This piece pays tribute to the name of the Chicago neighborhood, Oblak, which is known as one of the most dangerous parts of Chicago. He wanted to be sure to immortalize his former neighborhood by wearing a reminder of his survival and of where he came from around his neck. The Oblak pendant was first drawn out and designed exactly the way King Von envisioned it. He specifically made it clear he wanted the letter O surrounded with a 24-karat gold outline to make it 3D and stand out. The piece was then molded and cast into a clean yellow gold pendant and iced out in VVS diamonds. The piece was then flipped over and Von had Icebox laser-cut names of the people he most cared about into the back of the pendant. This Oblak chain definitely stands out and is a one-of-a-kind piece. There's definitely no mystery as to why it came with a $200,000 price tag. Ring collection. Towards the end of his incredibly short life, King Von was said to have amassed a pretty massive ring collection, with some experts estimating its worth to be over $500,000. His favorite piece from this collection was a ring with a thick band and a big star pendant on top, all of which were dripping with bright white diamonds. Made out of pure platinum, the piece was usually seen on King Von's pinky finger. But let's not forget that he had an entire collection, not just this one ring. King Von's ring collection included everything from classic bands to intertwined and bedazzled pieces. OTF chain. One of King Von's biggest single purchases was his OTF pendant and chain combination, which is estimated to have cost around $85,000 and was by far one of his favorites. This chain's pendant stands for the Only the Family musical group that King Von used to belong to. Just like the rest of his signature pieces, the OTF necklace was made of solid gold and then covered from top to bottom in only the most brilliant white diamonds and connected to a heavy link chain, which is also covered in diamonds. One thing is for sure, and it is that King Von was proud to celebrate where he came from. Flawless VVS diamond grill. What's a rapper without his grill? King Von was often seen sporting his flawless VVS diamond grill, which experts estimate was worth in the ballpark of $30,000. Just like with his jewelry collection, King Von took advantage of his deep pockets to flex with diamonds dripping all over his grill, which shined so bright it was probably difficult to look him directly in the eye. White Rolls-Royce Cullinan. How could we possibly talk about King Von's massive purchases without exploring his car collection, valued at over $1.2 million? One of the biggest highlights of King Von's fleet was his white Rolls-Royce Cullinan, worth a massive $330,000. Nothing says the peak of luxury quite like Rolls-Royce. The 2019 Cullinan came with a twin-turbo V engine, which means King Von could go from 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds. The Cullinan uses an air suspension that utilizes a road scanning camera that automatically adjusts the vehicle's height. The exterior of the vehicle says classic Rolls-Royce, but the inside includes leather-wrapped seats and a pop-up picnic table, redefining what it means to tailgate. White Rolls-Royce Wraith. If you've got money like King Von, why stop at one Rolls-Royce when you could have two? King Von's Rolls-Royce Wraith cost over $450,000. That price tag includes the same air